Hey there, guys. Welcome to our live for the month. It is September. What's the date today? September what? 28th? Something like that. It's late in the month, and I understand that it's Tuesday. We usually don't do these things until the weekend, but we decided to switch things up this time because the end of the month fell on the weekend, and we want to try to get this in before the end of the month since we try to do them monthly. Whew, that was a long explanation.
Fully confused me. I'm now going into this.
It's what I do. So welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I see that Paula is already on here. Hi, Paula. And
Hi,
thank
Paula.
you.
I thought you were already busy.
Sorry, I know you're all alone on here now, Paula. We're going to try to figure that out. I think we were talking right before we got on here.
Yeah, we're going to try to not leave you all alone all the time on these lives. But we appreciate you so much, so thank you for being here.
So a lot of folks checking in from all over the place here in the U.S. and internationally. So
1 a.m. in the UK. Jacob, thank you for staying up for us.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. That's awesome. Very cool.
We were just watching Call the Midwife, so.
Nevaeh's obsessed with that right now.
She is.
So we're going to let folks continue to trickle in. Everybody just giving us hello from and checking in from wherever it is that they're watching.
Hello. Sydney, Vancouver, Iowa, Pennsylvania, Alabama.
And I saw that we had somebody locally here in North Idaho.
From Australia.
Bonner's Ferry watching. I don't know who that was. It already left the chat. But hello to you. Folks from everywhere. All over the place as usual.
10 a.m. in Australia. Thank you for joining us.
Aussie.
So wait,
there's
in
a second part to that.
Australia-
You're supposed to finish it.
Oi.
That's zero enthusiasm.
Was that right though?
I apologize. All right, so we have over 1,500 people. Did you want to jump in at this point? What are we talking about here on this monthly live? Big announcement.
We do have a big announcement. We spent all day today trying to get it nice and organized so that we were ready to announce it. Donna says, oi.
Oi. Thanks, Donna. Anyway, what's happening?
So, this month, well, not this month, next month, October. No, I saw a couple people were guessing. Some people said they thought our horse was pregnant. Our horses are boys.
They're both fellas.
They're the fellas. Jeremy is also not pregnant. I saw someone guess that.
Oh.
Yeah, he's excited.
Thank you.
Had a little scare there for a second.
Okay. What are we actually doing?
Anyway, what we're actually doing is a huge fundraiser toy drive with all of you guys. We are going to be working with 2 local hospitals. They are in Spokane, Washington. One is Shriners, and they work mostly with kids, burns, any kind of structural problems, or things like spina bifida, prosthetics. It's a children's hospital. They do amazing work. And so we'll be working with Shriners, and we'll also be working with the Pediatric Cancer Association out here in Spokane, Washington. So they serve everyone from Eastern Washington all the way to Montana.
Western Montana, yeah. And so I know we kind of brought this up in the last live, but Melissa's been putting in a lot of work and trying to get everything squared away. There's been a lot of phone calls going back and forth. We're trying to get this whole thing organized. So she's been doing a great job with that. And it sounds like we have more of a set plan in place, and we're going to basically kind of kick things off tonight, right? With this live. So do you want to explain how that's going to work?
Yeah, so in this live, I'm actually going to have a link to an Amazon wish list. These items were recommended and taken off the wish list of Shriners and the Pediatric Cancer Association over in Spokane.
Yeah, that's an option we didn't know we had open to us. It actually came up from a viewer on our last live, so thank you to whoever that was. We didn't know that you could set things up through Amazon like that.
Yes, so we have a wish list already created with the help of both of the administrators from both of the hospitals, and that way you guys can shop online, and then when you ship it, just make sure that you hit that you want it going to the wish list address, and it will ship directly to us. Our plan is to get as much as we can through October and November, and then at the end of November, probably right before Thanksgiving, we will load up the big white trailer and we will take off for Shriners and then for the other place, because they put on these huge Christmas parties. And last year they said it was really lean. Like, it was really bad. They didn't get donations, to the point that even some of the staff and nurses were trying to buy the stuff for the Christmas parties and to support the families. And I think that is not okay, so we're going to try to blow this out of the water and completely overwhelm everyone. And so we've got the wish list down below. We also put a link to our PayPal because there is a second part of this.
And what's the reason behind doing that? Because I think some folks might get confused onto why we're doing the PayPal rather than just doing the super chats like we did previously when we did this.
Okay,
through YouTube.
so with super chats, you do lose a percentage to YouTube, which I think most people understand that. But as far as the fundraising goes, we'd rather not lose a percentage that way. So
PayPal also takes a cut, but it's far less, correct?
it's like barely anything.
It's just a fee.
And there's actually no fee at all if you send it friends and family. So if you're going to donate money to the cause, send it friends and family. Our email is in our video description. But we are raising a lump sum of money for the Children's Cancer Association over there because they are super short-staffed and they've lost all of their support staff and everything through the weekends. So we're trying to help fund their hospital a little bit more, get these programs up and running after the whole COVID thing. And once we reach our goal, Jeremy will be shaving his beard live, probably on our November live.
November live? Before Thanksgiving?
So. I think we're going to do a live-a-thon. So we'll raise money through October and November, and then we'll do a live to raise the last little bit.
Yeah, we're going to try to gauge and assess where we are before doing the actual live. We'll come up with a goal amount, and once we hit that goal amount, when the beard comes off live on here with all of you guys.
Yeah.
And so I'm already falling behind on the super chats. In fact, they are disappearing on me very quickly. So let me try to scroll up as far as I can, get caught up on that, not to cut you off. But I do want to acknowledge these. And I think I already lost a couple, so I apologize to whoever that was. But Veronica Griggs with a $5 super chat saying hello from Taylor, Arizona. You guys are the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's very nice of you to say. Thank you. Marcia M, $5 super chat saying send my order for your toy drive. Cool. Thank you, Marcia.
Thank you, Marcia.
Marcia's getting it started.
Yes.
Thanks. And then
Thanks,
there's one more from Ed B, $5 saying good on you guys. Mahalo. Thank you, Ed. Appreciate that super chat as well. So
yes.
So this came up today. Paula posted something on Facebook and actually tagged Melissa and I because we did this a couple years ago. We did not do our toy drive or fundraiser last year. We're going to try to make this an annual thing. Hopefully it kind of grows over time. But ironically enough, 2 years ago is when we announced the last one of these that we did on YouTube. That turned out great. We didn't have nearly as many people that watched us on a regular basis.
We had, 15,000 people maybe?
Yeah, maybe something like that. So we're hoping that with all the growth we've experienced in the channel that we can kind of have an even larger impact than we did last time. So big thanks to you guys for helping out. And we'll give you updates as time goes on throughout this whole thing, probably in videos. We'll kind of show you what's going on, and we're big on accountability, and I've said this before, and I get how folks can become a little weary of donating.
We don't want a bunch of children's tricycles.
Yeah, so we're taking kids' toys, and we will take you guys through the entire process of us actually making this fundraiser donation. So,
yeah, it's going to be awesome. So if you are interested in participating and sending any items, you can send gift cards that So we want to make sure that we're taking care of parents as well and siblings. So if you do want to send gift cards for parents, you can send those to our P.O. Box, or you can visit our Amazon wish list and you can pick out whatever toy you want to send. That will come directly to us, and then we will load up the trailer, take it over there. Or if you want to donate to the Beard Fund, and that will be a lump sum check that we give to the hospital. So
Paula's comment is highlighted here. She's been a channel member for 22 months. That's interesting that that's highlighted now. I've never seen that before.
Oh, congratulations. You've got to be our longest member.
And I don't know what she said before that, but she said, just kidding. If $500 is donated toward the beard, I will match it. That is crazy, Paula, if you're actually putting that out there. And we will also be taking a portion of our income on a month, and we will be adding that to our grand total. So we'll see how big we can get this thing, and we're hopeful that it'll be very impactful, like I said before.
Yeah, we're definitely hoping that we can get these programs back on their feet and up and running again, because I know that it was a tough year last year for them.
All right, so let's dive into some of these questions. Sorry, now we don't mean to neglect you guys.
I saw quite a few congratulations on 300,000.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, appreciate it. You guys made that happen.
Yep.
So grateful to you guys. Thank you so much.
So thank you.
Let's see. Questions. If we could do it all again, what would we do differently in life? And that's from Jason Rowe.
Oh, wow.
Differently in life?
Ooh, that's a deep question.
I don't know. I'd say nothing, because I'm happy with where it is that we find ourselves currently, and without everything that preceded it, we wouldn't have found ourselves in this exact spot right now talking to you guys. So it's hard. I'm sure there's little things here and there, but nothing really stands out in my mind. Not to blow your question off.
Yeah, I
What
mean,
can
there's
you
like
do?
little things in life, but as far as the progression of things, like I don't wish we had done it sooner. I think it was important to prepare.
Yeah,
A lot of people say, "Oh, I just wish I did it sooner," and I
it
don't
played
think
out
we
the way it
did.
was supposed to.
Yep, I think patience was key for us, and
Yep. Yeah, and it allowed us to do a lot of the things that we knocked out project-wise before we even moved here,
yeah,
which was huge.
yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty happy where we are too. So
Another super chat from 95 to Life off-grid Chad
Hey,
Maynard,
Chad.
$10 super chat saying, so happy about the horses. Congratulations again. Really cool to see you getting them finally.
yes,
Yeah, and that was a big highlight of the month for us this month. We were just outside riding before we popped in
we
here,
were.
got cleaned up
It's
real
fine
quick.
in the rain.
So things have been going really well with the horses. We enjoy having them here, and it's been great just getting riding lessons from Melissa
Yep.
and me trying not to fall off of the horses, just trying to figure this whole thing out. It's been an enjoyable experience, like I said in that video.
Yeah, it's been really fun. We've been getting a lot of riding in, and
Yeah.
we've been thoroughly enjoying the horses. It's really funny how different the personalities are compared to what we thought. So, but I don't know, that little pony, Coda, the little blue-eyed pony. He is just my favorite thing in the world right now. He hugs.
All right, let me bang through some of these super chats here again. Elite Team 702 with a $5 super chat saying, "You're number one."
You're number one.
Thank you, Elite Team.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. $5 from Dan Signs. No comment with that, but thank you, Dan. Thank you very much. I think I got Chad's on there.
Okay, I missed the name,
That's
but
it.
it said, if anyone is considering moving to Idaho, what is your advice? I think just research the counties. With Idaho, there's a lot of little microclimates and there's little micro communities, and every area is very different, especially with building codes and things like that. So definitely do your research on what county you want to be in. If anyone is interested in living pretty much from Coeur d'Alene to the Canadian border, I have the world's best agent. He's a good friend of ours, and he's helped countless of our subscribers, probably 20 of them, find
a lot of
properties
folks.
out here. And I mean, he's just such a shark, which you really need in this market.
I would just say try to get out here and spend as much time as you possibly can out here, just familiarizing yourself with everything, every aspect of every city and town, kind of like Melissa
Yeah.
said, and just so you know,
Yep.
you can rule things out that way. It's a lot different when you're actually here.
Yeah,
It's hard to
and
do
the
online.
reason I bring up using a real estate agent is because you do not want to go at it alone. If you try to find properties out here, there's a lot of weird things out here with easements and property rights and grazing rights and weird things that you might not know about or even know to ask. And you can kind of end up getting into some interesting property situations if you don't use an agent.
All right, we got Michelle Footy with a $5 super chat. No comment with that one. Thank you so much. And Jennifer and Kim with a $10 super chat. Maybe there are comments. Hold on. I'm clicking on the actual icons, trying to do this differently. Nope, no comment for Michelle and none for Jennifer and Kim. But thank you for the super chats. Appreciate it.
Do you have a fireplace in your new home? Michelle wants to know.
Yes, we will have we'll have a wood
Yeah.
stove. Kind of like the one you see behind us here. But it'll probably be a bigger, badder, newer, more innovative stove.
Yes.
This one's older. This actually came from our old house.
Yeah.
And it blows us out a little space in the winter. Way too hot.
Elaine wants to know if the horses are loving their new shelter. So they do use it mostly when it's sunny because I think that they want to just get out of the sun. Even though it's not hot, it's in the 60s, maybe 70. It can be pouring down rain and they still stand right outside of it in the rain. I think they like the rain and then they roll in the mud. So.
Michelle Foot says, love your videos, and she's been a channel member for 5 months. It's interesting that's highlighted.
I know,
Like
I
said,
like
it's
it.
weird. It's throwing me off.
Thank you for
thank you,
being
Paula.
a channel member for 5 months.
I did miss that. Thank you, Paula. Pete Nelson with a $5 super chat saying, thanks for the great information and sharing your lives with us. Pete and Janella Nelson.
Thank you guys.
We got a $50 super chat
Aw,
from
thank
Lynn Mitchell.
you.
Hey kids, hello from stormy North Texas. The fundraiser is going to be epic.
Yes.
Special order windows yet? I'm stressing over them like they're for me and my build.
Oh, you and me both. Okay, so no, the windows are driving me crazy. They were supposed to be in at the end of August when we ordered them. Then when I called, they were like, September 15th. Then I called again, they were telling me September 30th, but they'll be here. It's the 28th.
Yeah. We still don't have them.
We have no, like last time, about a week before they came in, we got a your windows have shipped to the store notification. I haven't gotten that yet, so it's pretty safe to say they will not be here in 2 days. But they've got to be here anytime. And I checked last week and they're like, nope, they're still on schedule for the 30th.
I see what's going on. So channel member comments are now highlighted regardless
it.
of whether or not it's a super chat. And it
Yeah.
indicates how long they've been a channel member. Love what you do. Always looking forward to the next vid. That's
Thank
from
you,
Sherry
Sherry.
XX. Thank you, Sherry.
That's kind of nice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a neat little feature.
Yeah, that is a new feature. So if you're a channel member, your comment is like big and bold and.
Dale Kronk asking if we're going to go with a traditional AC or mini splits. We figured that part out?
Yeah, I think we're going to go with a traditional system because our house is just a little big for the mini splits, especially in this climate. We were told by everybody locally, so we heard they were amazing by a lot of people that don't live here. And then when we talked to all the different HVAC companies, I talked to 3, all of them went, ooh, no, not in the cold temperatures there. They said that we will use far more energy trying to defrost our mini split systems every day in the winter. And it will just end up costing us more. So.
Marsha's saying, did they say what year the windows would be coming in?
It could be 2023.
To be fair. Details matter.
We didn't ask.
All right, we got a $100 super chat from Silva
Yeah.
Onyx saying, your family brings tons of joy and laughter to my days.
Aww.
Love everything you represent. Money for spa time for the horses. Cool.
Oh,
Our farrier is actually coming tomorrow. First of all, thank you for the massive super chat.
Thank you.
Really appreciate
and
that.
And that will absolutely pay for their nail appointment.
Yeah, appreciate it. So yeah, that
Thank
process is happening tomorrow. You foresee any issues with that? I don't even know what that looks like.
I don't think so. I don't think we'll have any problems. Both the horses lift their feet well. Code is barefoot right now, and we are hoping to keep him that way. Lexon has shoes on the front. I'm hoping to be able to pull him and keep him barefoot as well. So we'll have the farrier look at it. I'll just do whatever he recommends.
And right after that, we got a question from Jason Rose saying, what's our timeline or our deadline to get the house finished? We don't operate on deadlines.
No, we don't have a deadline.
And the reason we do that is because we don't like setting ourselves up for disappointment and it's unnecessary stress. We're comfortable with where we're at here currently. We just plug away and try to make baby steps with everything we do, but especially when it comes to the house. Because if we were to place deadlines on ourselves, kind of like with the windows, where things didn't work out, it would just be additional stress.
Yep.
And we have a lot going on here. You know, we usually don't even get to work until noon on a good day because Melissa homeschools in the morning. So I'll go outside, I'll try to prep our project for the day, do as much of that as I can. She comes out and joins me. And with the days getting shorter and shorter now that we're into the fall, we really do just make small incremental, as far as our progress goes, it's very small and incremental. So no deadlines.
Yep.
We'd like to be in though by the end of next year.
Yeah, we would. I'd love to be in by the holidays next year.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see.
Good evening, John. There's so many highlights now because of that. I'm gonna scroll down right now.
Yes. Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna see if I can catch it.
Okay, $25 super chat from Petra Schneider saying you guys are rocking it. Love watching you guys. God bless y'all. Thank you so much.
Petra.
Mark Whitley with a $10 super chat saying in memorial for our 16-year-old Sophie, fur baby we lost this week. I love your family and just want to bless you all. Thank you, and I'm sorry for your loss, Mark.
Yeah, 16 years is a long time to have a fur baby.
Yeah, we always talk about Kenji passing away because he's getting older now, and
Kenji's.
It's gonna be a sad.
Oh man,
month.
we're gonna be mopes.
Yeah.
Kenji isn't super healthy. You probably noticed that he's pretty skinny and then he moves really slow. So Kenji has something called Sharpei fever, which is a disease of the liver and kidneys that Sharpei have. About 25% of them have it, unfortunately, just from inbreeding over the years.
Yeah.
Kenji was one of the unfortunate puppies that did have it. We discovered it when he was about 2 years old. So he is only alive because he eats people food. On dog food, he was dying. He was in full kidney failure. Vet told us to put him to sleep. I took him home because I was like,
This was years ago. He wasn't even that old.
Yeah, so I took him home, and they were like, you take him home to die. I'm like, I'm going to take him home and change his diet. So I put him on rice and vegetables, and he has very little meat because he just can't process the proteins, which is why he's so thin. So, I don't know, he just has a hard time keeping calories on. The average lifespan for a Sharpei is 8 to 10. He's going to be 11 this year. Plus, with the kidney disorder, it's like unheard of that he's still with us. So we love that old guy, but he just sleeps 99% of the time, and that makes him squishy.
Toy Gatlin, hi. See you waving there. Hello. Were you ever in the military? Me, I wasn't. Neither one of us were in the military. No, just prior law enforcement experience. Michael.
I don't think anyone wonders if I was in the military.
There's a whole bunch of questions coming in about the beard.
Ooh.
Am I going to modify it for Christmas? Can be Santa Claus? No.
Nope, because the beard will be gone because we're going to raise a bunch of money for children's cancer.
Yeah, that's our focus from here on
Yeah.
out. So, and yeah, when I shave, it'll be the whole thing.
Yep.
Dramatic change.
Yes. Hi, Sil. I see Sil.
Hey, Sil. Yeah, no, not in the military. Somebody was asking how, when we built the horse shelter, how are we getting power out there? We were just using our generators.
Yep.
So we lugged our generators out there. It worked great. We have that new EcoFlow generator. It's been awesome.
Yep, that runs a lot of the kind of smaller things. Definitely runs the compressor.
I ran my gas propane one out there just because I wanted to get rid of the old gas. I could have dumped it out, but I just decided to burn it instead. So we're trying to get everything prepped for winter. I got to get all my stable and all the fuels and all that.
We have a lot of generators because we lived off generators for so long when we got out here. Before we had power, we had a generator at the well. We had a generator. Well, I guess the well one I use for my washer.
Become spoiled.
Yeah. Now we can just.
But even using the generators out there, it wasn't bad. It was nice, just having that portable option there.
Yeah, it was nice, but it's like, oh, you guys want to watch a movie? Mommy, go turn on the generator.
When are we going to be pouring the front porch? From Kevin Del Tano.
Well.
Not really sure yet.
Yeah, we don't really know yet. And I'm still playing on what that's going to look like. So I know a few people were concerned that pouring a slab out front would look not pretty. So we're not talking about pouring like a gray square slab. We're talking about staining it to where it's like that kind of, not shiny, but like smooth.
No, maybe even like a flat, like flagstone kind of look.
Yeah, and they make it to where it looks like wood even. Like you can stamp it to look like wood. You can stamp it to look like river rock. Stamp. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to stain it, and we're going to put like a texture on it, and it's going to be all free edge. It'll be really pretty. It's not just going to be like a...
Good evening from Boise, Idaho. Let me burn through these super chats again real quick here. $5 super chat, no message from Heather Raposa. It's a good Portuguese name. At least I think of Portuguese when I hear Raposa. Carla Murphy, $9.99 super chat. Question, did you take a course on building prior to your build? How are you doing it? We built an off-grid 8x22 tiny house on wheels and looking for tips for learning how to plan our home build.
Nice.
No courses, anything like that. Everything we pretty much just learned on the fly, right? I mean, that's some basic skills.
Yeah.
Framing stuff.
Really basic. We built a chicken coop and a shed.
Yeah, I built a shed back on our property in Washington. That was really my only building experience. And so usually I'll pour myself into doing a bunch of research before taking on a new project. Mental crash course, and then we'll tackle it and we kind of learn as we go. We make mistakes all the time, tons of mistakes. That's the best way of learning. And I can tell, even when we were doing the horse shelter, and Melissa commented on this too, we have become so much quicker and more efficient with everything we do.
Yeah.
When we first moved out here, doing basic things like just throwing up a small section of just framing a wall, getting everything 16 inches up, we don't have to give it as much thought anymore. We just kind of bang things out. So I think the more you can immerse yourself into building projects, or if you can, apprentice under somebody else who knows what they're doing, it's great. I just think the more you do it, kind of like anything else, the more you do it, the more comfortable you become with it. And there's still a lot. I don't know as much as I do know. I'm not experienced with this, and I don't want to come across that way. I know very little, so I still have a lot to learn.
Knows more than me.
I know very little, but thank you. We do get by. And good luck with your build, 8x22 tiny house.
No, they're done with the tiny house. Now they're going to build their home.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Cool. Good luck. We got a $99 super chat from Carolyn.
Oh wow, thank you.
Dyke. Right? Hello from Rochester, Washington. Can you please remind me on the address for the Amazon donations? Is that down in the description box?
If you go to Amazon, yes, it's down in the description of this video, and it will be in the description of all of our videos going forward. If you click that link, it takes you to the Amazon wish list. You add whatever you want to add to your cart, and then when you check out, it gives you the option to ship it to the address on the wish list. So you don't have to type in the address, it automatically does it.
Okay, sorry, I was long-winded. Let me get through the rest of these. Grins, aka Night Killer, saying, Osayo, you must wake up one morning to find the red skin in your yard riding that brown and white horse of yours. Yeah, I think it means like it looks like a native horse.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it does. For sure, I always comment on that all the time.
I think Coda does, because
Coda,
I think he means Lexington, but Coda is such a wild Mustang. Like when he runs out there by himself, he looks like a wild horse, where he stretches his neck out and everything.
$5 from Michael Smith saying, have you thought about Trex decking instead of concrete? Love the house no matter what. Yeah, we had a bunch of comments on that. Your sister had a bad experience, which is
No, it wasn't my sister. She just put Trex decking.
Oh, she did? What was the stuff she had?
She had an off-brand of it, and it swelled. It wasn't my sister that had the horrible experience with it. It was my experience in real estate that showed me that after about 10 years, 12 years, it starts to swell. Mm-hmm. And when I listed a house where the deck went all the way around and it was really exposed like ours will be, and it was the Trex. It wasn't even an off-brand, and it like swelled like a sponge. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it got waterlogged and then it froze, or anyway, it needed to be ripped out. So I was kind of hesitant on that because it is expensive. It's supposed to last for a long time, but I've seen it go bad in real estate. So
that, I think, it would actually take away from the front of the house.
Yeah, because it'd be
really busy.
So I think people are concerned with like having stairs going up, but either way, you're going to have the same amount of stairs because if we build the deck up to the house, you still have stairs, but you're not going up and down stairs every time you're going to the deck.
I just think it would make the front of the house look like the back side of the house, and that was never our intent. We wanted to kind of be low profile and have some curb appeal, even though we don't live like right on the street.
Because if we put like a deck without railings, because we wouldn't want railings that would obstruct the view and just not look good. It wouldn't look like a front porch; it would look like a back deck. Yep. So we were kind of thinking like low profile, real natural.
Paula, I see you, Paula. Sorry, I know I'm missing stuff, Paula.
Paula, you keep
I'm
us
gonna do my
on
best.
track.
$20 from Jeff Schmuel. No comment. Thomas Drayback, $25 super chat. I would give more money toward the super chat, but I'm saving up to give the Children's Cancer Hospital.
Awesome.
My wife will be happy when the beard is gone. Love you guys. Thank you for the super chat. Love it. Don't
Wives
feel obligated
everywhere will be happy when the beard is gone.
Give to the cause, don't give to us.
Yes, thank you so
That's what I'll
much.
say.
We appreciate it.
Mark Shepard, $5 super chat. Love your positive attitudes and enjoy the channel. Have you heard of Trenton Alley, YouTube van lifers building a home in the mountains of Utah? Have you heard of them, Melissa? Have you heard?
I have heard of them.
Yeah, no, we get a lot of crossover. I think a lot of the same folks that watch them also watch us. Melissa's
I've chatted with
them.
Allie a little bit. I mean, mostly not about YouTube, actually. When I talk to Allie, we talk about babies.
Yeah,
so,
it's exciting. I know she's pregnant, right?
Super sweet. I think they're great. So, yeah, and I enjoy talking about babies. So I'm like, ooh, she's having a baby. Let's talk about babies.
Somebody else was asking what we watched on YouTube earlier. I saw that question pop in.
Okay.
I know of Trenton Alley. I don't watch. This is
Jeremy
gonna sound
doesn't watch
offensive. I
any
don't mean
of
to
them.
offend anybody. I don't watch any of the build channels on YouTube, and we do that intentionally.
Yeah.
In fact, neither one of us do. Just kind of sparingly.
Every once in a while, like I'll get curious, like I'll see a title and be like, I'll watch like 1 in 10 videos, but we by design on purpose don't watch.
We don't like running the risk of mimicking anyone else's behavior, so we try to stay out of the genre and just do our own thing. A lot of stuff I watch on YouTube has absolutely nothing to do with the kind of lifestyle we live here.
Yeah, he watches like a lot of podcasts on YouTube.
A lot of podcasts, a lot of like tech review stuff like that.
So boring.
This weird stuff. Anyway, I'm still getting caught up. Sorry. Kelly Farrell, I'm so excited for you guys on how everything is going. Thank you, Kelly. You've been around a long time. James Johnson, been watching for months. My wife, me, and my 95-year-old mom enjoy your channel. You have a beautiful place and family. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
A long time channel member, first level member support. Mary Hart, just love watching your progress. Thank you, Mary.
Thanks, Mary.
Victoria Guerrero, love you and your family. Best, and you're my favorite channel. Thank you. There was somebody who left a super chat, said I missed their first
Paul
one.
was saying to check my messages. I cannot check my messages, Paula, because I'm on my phone for the live.
Toy Gatlin, I'm sorry I missed your first super chat. She said she's trying again, saying, LOL, love you guys, get super excited to see new videos and the progress. Thank you so much, Toy Gatlin. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correctly.
Having baby fever is a bummer, someone said. I don't really have baby fever.
Oh.
I still have children. But
No
like
babies.
Eli to me is still kind of like a baby because I baby him mostly.
He's almost 7 years old. We're coming up on 7 very quickly.
But he's so small still. And he's still 6 until January, and he's my little squishy. So I love babies. I like to smell them and hold them and squishy them and then give them back. Because I've done it 4 times. It was incredible. I will have babies in my life again when I'm a grandma.
Okay, I know there's a lot more people on here. Now we have over 3,200 people.
Okay. I feel like we should talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah, because people were asking if they missed it. So
No.
Let me bang these out real quick
When is
and get
Spanky's
to it. I
birthday?
need to keep up.
Spanky's birthday's in January.
Jasper's Perfect Finds, $5 super chat, no comment, thank you. Single Dad Homesteading, hey, $5 super chat. When do I get to come ride the ponies? Elin said.
Oh, she can come ride the pony.
And TP with an Australian $5 super chat. What is North Idaho Games for? Heart opportunities for kids to work. Love, Cindy from Australia. I'll sleep with that. What is Northern Idaho Games for?
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, I don't understand.
But there is
Sorry.
a lot of opportunity for kids to work.
There's all kinds of labor.
Yeah, I took Nevaeh to the grocery store and they were ready to make her a checker.
Patty, welcome to second level member support. Jennifer and Kim, $5 super chat. Nothing with that. Thank you.
Aw, thank you.
Raven Song, love watching your vlogs and the builds.
Hi,
Man, every time I try to get caught up here. $5 from Chris B. Absolutely love you guys. We watch every video. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Faded Glory, $5 super
Hi,
chat saying
Faded
keep it
Glory.
up.
Recognize you.
Paula Wells, $5 super
She's
chat.
telling you to check your messages.
Check
Apparently
his
there's
messages?
something
What
in
messages?
yours. Just check your messages.
What messages?
I don't know. What message,
On
Paula?
Facebook? I'll check Facebook here in a
On
second.
Facebook message? Like
Melissa.
Messenger? Yes.
This has been a cluster. Let's calm down and give a rundown on exactly what's
I
going on
need
with the
you
big
to calm
announcements.
down.
I'm sorry. I'm
You're
trying to keep up.
wound like a clock right now.
Breathe. You know what it was?
You know what I need you to do? Check your message because Paula wrote you.
I was eating those stupid coffee bean things.
Were you seriously?
Yeah.
Because you're like, brrrr.
I'm wired.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
All right. I need you to just chill it down. Just chill it down.
Calm.
All right. You got some more super chats to address.
We'll get to that. Just try to make it snappy. Go ahead.
Okay. So our big announcement is we know that we are so incredibly blessed with this platform, and we want to use the platform to give back in the biggest and best way that we possibly can. So for the month of October and November, we are raising toys and funds for Shriners Hospital and for a pediatric cancer association, which supports currently over 120 families, and they've got some really tough cases. Last month, I called her this morning and I spoke with her, and she literally said, I have chills because last Christmas we didn't have enough. Like, it just didn't work out, and like the staff was buying the stuff and trying to get these Christmas parties done and make sure that the families were supported, and the parents are supported and the siblings are supported, because it's not just a patient that is going through pediatric cancer, it is the siblings are going through it and they're missing their mom and dad, and the parents are feeling extreme guilt and they're not able to work, and they're commuting in many cases hundreds of miles to appointments, because when you live out here, there is only one major hospital. It's in Spokane, Washington. So if you live in Montana or Eastern Washington, you're driving a really long ways for appointments. So we are trying to bring in gift cards for mostly food, coffee, like things like Starbucks gift cards.
Yeah, things that would be
cards,
convenient for a hospital stay.
gas cards for the
Traveling back and
parents
forth.
traveling, even grocery cards. So if you do want to send a gift card for a parent, you can send that to our P.O. box, and we'll make sure that they get to the right place. If you want to send a toy and you want to pick it out, we have taken the wish list from both hospitals and consolidated it onto an Amazon wish list. There is a link in the video description of this live. If you click that link, you can shop and you can add whatever you want to your cart, and then it will send it directly to us.
Right. So the plan is to take all of that, try to fill our cargo trailer that you see on a lot of our videos.
Yeah,
that
our
we
big
use for
white
materials.
trailer. We want to fill it.
We want to ideally fill that and then drive that down and drop it off in Spokane. And of course, we will show you guys all of this
Yes.
entire process and provide you with updates along the way. So,
Yes, so every couple weeks we will update you and show you what we've got, and then we will take you guys along when we deliver everything at the end of November. And then Jeremy is going to be raising funds via our PayPal, also linked down below. If you want to donate to the Beard Fund, he's going to be raising money for the Pediatric Cancer Hospital. We will be giving them a big lump sum of money for them to use in the way that they best need it.
we're going to try to monitor that live as everything comes in. And if you don't have PayPal for whatever reason and you do want to leave a super chat, that's fine. We can do it that way as well. But YouTube does take, what is it, like 40%?
Yeah,
on that?
YouTube takes quite a bit, so sometimes PayPal is a better way of doing that. Just send it friends and family, and there is no fees.
But basically for that live, any money that comes in will all be going toward our cause.
Yeah.
So, all right, let me get caught up once again. I'm trying not to freak out this time, but it's hard to keep up. Sorry. It really is. Seriously, it does stress me out. Brian Gorski with a $5 super chat saying, "Sup, neighbors?" Hi, Brian. Love the color.
Hi.
$120 super chat from
Aw,
Love the Color
thank
Orange.
you.
Remember you from last time. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Hello from New York. I love what you guys do. Looking forward to the charity events. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, we are too.
Once again for the super chat. Appreciate it. We got a $5 super chat from MH saying we were doing what you were doing, but down by St. Mary's. Hope to meet up someday. Cool. Awesome. Good
Nice.
luck. Yeah, North Idaho. Whether it's
Awesome.
what everybody's doing out here.
Yeah, so it's a cool place. to be.
Paula, I will check my Facebook messages here in a second.
Oh my gosh, Paula wants you to check that message.
TP with the $2 Australian saying, basically asking what is North Idaho famous for? That's from Cindy in
Haters?
Australia.
No.
No, North Idaho is famous for mountains,
Yeah.
natural beauty, big lakes, and huckleberries.
Huckleberries, hiking,
Huckleberry everything.
mountains, lakes.
hunting,
hiking,
elk,
a lot of H's.
deer, bears.
Hunting, huckleberries, hacking,
I think just its natural beauty.
hooligans. No.
Hooligans, Hawaiians.
Now there's a Hawaiian.
Okay, I think I am caught up. $5 super chat from Dan Science. Have you started putting up the siding? If so, how's it going? Any side effects from the COVID scare? We lost a good family friend to it last week. Sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Some of the siding is up. You will see that on the next video. It's going well. It looks amazing.
It's going well. The way you said it.
No, it looks really, really good.
It does.
I don't want to give away too much. I'm trying to think
I know.
about what I can and can't say. Some of the siding's up. It looks good. We're
so
ecstatic
excited
to have it up. It's awesome. COVID, no, I think we're pretty much past the COVID. Melissa got her taste and smell back.
I did, yeah. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. For Sandra Thomas, the one that wanted to donate something, that's Michael Smith donating on behalf of Sandra Thomas. So nice.
Aww.
Thank you. Okay, I'm caught up. You can chat. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna check my Facebook messages real quick.
Can you
back
just do
in
it
a
right there? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. So I'm going to do this. All right. Michelle says, blessed to have a 22-year-old kiddo whose worst. Oh, I missed it. Whose worst illness. Oh, there you go. Whose worst illness has been strep throat. Adding to the beard fund. YouTube for doing this. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Thank you for doing it. So apparently, Paula was explaining in a message she sent me saying that channel members are paying for their comments to be highlighted.
Really?
So yeah, there we go. That's why it'd be highlighted.
How do you?
Okay, thanks for that, Paula. Thanks for the heads up. I had no idea.
I did not know that either.
So Idaho isn't known for potatoes? No, we absolutely are known
Yeah.
for potatoes. But the potatoes are grown so far from here, you have to drive like 8 hours to find
I
potatoes.
grew with potatoes. I just have to go
Yeah,
outside.
but on a large commercial scale, none of that around here.
Ruthie says to do a homeschool video one day.
We had one.
Yeah, we did.
Nobody watched it.
No, no one's interested.
So we don't know that.
But we'll try to include a little bit of that because I mean it is a big part of my day.
It's a huge part of what we
Yeah, and that's why our projects take so long because I'm doing school till noon and we don't get to work till noon. By the time I get out there and snack, it's like 1 o'clock.
Tiffany Welch Homestead Mama is asking what the company is that we got our siding from and if we have a discount code. We do not have a discount code.
We do not have a discount code. I don't think they're into that kind of thing. But their product, it's through Everlog.
Right.
And it's pretty amazing stuff. I mean, now that we're putting it up, it seriously looks just like wood.
It looks I sent my dad a picture and he was
Yeah.
like, it looks exactly like log.
Yeah, like the big pieces have so many knots and
It's
just
very
stuff that
detailed.
you wouldn't think would be on
No,
concrete
it looks
siding.
great. It's a great option if you're building right now and you want that log home look.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to have to go through the rigmarole of actually building yourself a
No,
log cabin.
rigmarole.
Rigmarole. It's a fun word. Say it. Try it.
I can't even
Rigmarole.
say it.
No, it's a great alternative, and it goes up way. I mean,
Cinnamon roll.
rigmarole.
Oh,
We'll work on it.
cinnamon rolls.
It looks great. Thanks for your question. Schweitzer.
Are you
Steak.
drinking apple juice?
Yeah, adult
Yeah,
apple juice.
It's whiskey.
It's whiskey. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking Pendleton. What do you
You have
drink?
the Pendleton. I have Maker's Mark.
Oh,
Not the sound like
also.
raging.
I just finished the bottle because there's like this little bit left.
Are you buzzed? John Hancock wants to know.
Not
No,
yet.
he's not buzzed. He'll know it. Melinda Gordon saying, I'm pregnant in 36 weeks.
Oh, wait, you're pregnant in 36 weeks? That's what you said.
I think she means in week 36.
Oh, congratulations.
Also, you were just on the cusp, Melinda.
The cusp. You
Good
are
luck.
entering the last month of pregnancy. The last month of
Oh.
pregnancy is 264 days.
John Cameron got it. North Idaho was best known for freedom. Amen.
Yeah,
That is
there we go.
absolutely true. And that's the reason so many folks are flocking out here, I think, especially in this time.
Yep, it's awesome.
Let's see. Love the siding. Thanks. Have we installed the mudroom external door yet? That's from Julie Ann Hallam. We have not, and that's because that also has not arrived
We're
yet.
also waiting for that.
We had to order that through the Home Depot as well, and we're still waiting
Feedback.
here. We're hoping that they come in kind of simultaneously, because once we get all of those things plugged in, the windows, the trap windows, and the side door, we're dried in. I mean, we should have been dried in like a month ago now.
I know.
But we're playing the waiting game with Home Depot.
Yeah, so hopefully the windows and the door come in next week. We are going to have Michael and Sebastian help us with the windows. Not do them, but help us because those big trap windows, there's no way I'm going to be able to lift those up and they're so high. So we're going to have to get the lift back, which I think Michael might have a lift this coming week.
Hope so.
So we're hoping they can just like buzz their little bums over here. And sorry, ladies, the temperature is getting cooler. They would probably have shirts on. But I know that all the ladies really enjoyed all summer with Michael and Sebastian on our roof, glistening.
Funny, I wasn't getting those comments.
Well, you didn't take your shirt off, Jeremy, and you have a shrub. They do not. They shave their faces.
Thank you for putting the link up to Everlogs there, Paula. That was nice of you to do. Paula's just on it. Best moderator on YouTube. Thank
Paula, you rock. The only moderator for us.
How are the horses doing? The horses are doing great.
They are doing good. Oh. What did you say? Like
Wookiee monster.
Wookiee monster?
Moist.
Don't say moist. Don't do that, Wookiee monster. No.
We could be friends. Have we always lived in the Northwest, and have we got the siding on? We just answered the siding part of it. Have we always lived in the Northwest?
I've always lived in the Northwest.
I was born and raised in Hawaii. I was there until I was 16 years old, and then I relocated with my dad to Washington State, and pretty much ever since we've lived in
the moist
Northwest.
area.
In the moist Pacific Northwest. But no, actually for a couple of years, Melissa and I lived in Las Vegas, believe it or not. That's where Nevaeh was born. And so once we had Nevaeh and we were new parents, we realized Las Vegas probably isn't the best place to raise a child, especially a daughter. So we packed up and we moved back to the Pacific Northwest. But yeah.
Someone just said they're a lady shriner, but I missed the name. That's nice.
Larry Mayberry is asking what kind of whiskey we like. He works at a distillery. Holy cow.
Oh, any kind.
Yes is the answer.
Yes. P.O. Box in the description below. Pendleton is what we drink most of the time.
Yeah, Pendleton, that's a local whiskey out of Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
Chad is saying...
I have one of your beard hairs in my mouth. I literally just pulled a beard hair. How did that even happen?
While it lasts. It's got magic, it's, magical ways, Melissa. This thing's mystical. You never know what it's going to do. And you want to shave it off. It's what the children know, so I'll do it.
Yes.
Chad saying I'm look 20 years younger when I lose the beard.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
And handsomer.
I don't care about such things, Chad.
I do.
Quebec Homestead, I still have 3 walls to finish. I sometimes wish I had a new house versus renovating this 1886 house. Is it that old, Mallory? Holy cow. That's cool, though. A lot of character in those homes.
I saw your super brave new haircut. And
yeah.
Super brave.
Speaking of cutting hair off.
I know.
Holy cow.
I'm not going to do it. And then all of a sudden, bam!
Yeah, that's bold.
Yeah.
Quebec Homestead. Check it out. And Chad at 95 to Life Off Grid. Both great up-and-coming channels.
Yeah, go check out those 2 channels. Those are actually 2 channels. Like, the Jeremy watches, I never watch any YouTube. Jeremy watches every single one of those.
What?
Like, every time that Chad or the Quebec Homestead comes, you guys watch. Like, you watch it.
Yeah. Well, we're on a Facebook page for homesteading YouTubers. And so, yeah, a lot of folks that are active on that page I follow, check out.
I would watch other channels if I wasn't editing all the time.
Yeah,
I edit all the time.
We try to watch as much YouTube as we can. We don't watch nearly as much as we used to, though, mostly because we're just so busy right now.
Yeah, I haven't watched a YouTube video I haven't watched one of our YouTube videos in like 2 months.
We did a few, like a week ago. Remember we watched some of the older ones?
Oh, yeah,
It was funny. Yeah. It was good to revisit.
Yeah, that was funny because...
The kids put it on.
Yeah, the kids put it on like our old videos, and I was like, "Oh, these are terrible. We should take these down." It's so embarrassing.
Question for you from Paulina Morales: is the Amazon wish list titled Melissa Souza's gift registry address?
What do you mean the address? Probably, yeah. I mean, if you get to the wish list, if you click the link, it takes you to the wish list, and then it tells you to send to that address. Then it'll say Bonners Ferry, Idaho.
I think, okay, yeah, so it's asking if it comes to the gift registry address.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you have to make sure that you don't send it to yourself. That happens sometimes with people do that accidentally. They'll try to shop off an Amazon wish list and they'll ship to themselves. So make sure that you ship to the address on the wish list.
Tracy Brewing is saying, trying to buy from the Amazon wish list and it's not mailing it to you.
There should be an option. Like we checked it out earlier to make sure that it does. It should give you, it should show you the different addresses you can ship to, and the Amazon wish list address should be an option on there. Make sure that you don't have anything personal in your cart. That might be part of it.
Barbara Jean G, excuse me. Hey, you two awesome dynamic duo couple. I've only been watching your videos for about 6 months, but binge watched from the beginning till now. Thank you. Thanks, Barbara. Appreciate kind words. Pew pew. Okay.
All right.
Mike Rose with a $10 super chat saying hi from Mike and Fran.
Hi guys.
Stonework around the perimeter of the front porch would add contrast and charm. We also have a stained concrete porch, and it's great.
Nice.
Yes. We were just talking about probably doing like the front of the porch and then maybe also the foundation to really give it that log home look that we're going for. So yeah, great suggestion. Thanks. We'll see.
Yeah.
Got to finish the house first. That's something we could probably do after the fact.
And a special hi to you guys. We appreciate you guys so much. Our kids have been so entertained by that entertainment media that you have sent. So thank you guys.
Oh yes, thank you guys. Bug in my face. I love watching your vlogs. Always waiting for a new upload. Silent viewers here. Tessa and DM vlog.
Thank you.
Cool. Speak up. Don't have to be silent. You can chime in. Chime in all you want. Leave a comment.
Leave a comment.
Helps us out, supposedly.
I don't know.
Maybe.
People are saying what cinnamon roll means.
Rigmarole?
Yeah, cinnamon roll.
Rigmarole is a word in the dictionary. It's true.
They said it means to wrap up a mummy.
Rigmarole? Oh, that makes like rigor mortis?
I don't know. It sounds gross now. I was thinking cinnamon roll. Now you just made it gross.
Yeah, I did a lot of that back in the day. No more rolling up people into...
Oh, I was like, what?
Yeah.
You made mummies?
Yeah, basically.
Jeez,
yeah, anyway, on that dark note.
How's the whiskey?
Check my Hotmail. I will check my Hotmail.
Okay.
Thank you. I would never check my Hotmail.
Why not?
Because it's Hotmail. It's
Jerry's
from like
Hotmail?
1996.
Or my Hotmail. Maybe mine. Not yours. Mine's the one in there.
Cat fur for kitten britches says at 95 Live off grid Chad. Wish you could post more. My body hurts just watching you and the girls work. Yeah, they've been working so hard and they're off grid like we were talking about. No power options. So they're working with generators. They just got a bunch of concrete poured. They're busting their butts out there. Good for them. I love seeing it.
Yep. Any bear activity? We have not seen any bears lately. Not since spring, actually. I'm sure they're around. We just don't have our cameras on. If we had our cameras on, I'm sure we would catch bear all the time, and then we would be horrified with how close they are to us.
Didn't they catch them next door?
They did, yeah. So our neighbors have caught quite a few, and they
on their
let us
game
know,
cams. Yeah. We haven't seen them though. Scrolling down once again, we got a $5 super chat from Deborah Dawes saying, "Just joined. Tomorrow's my 60th birthday. I love the way you are together." Happy birthday, Deborah.
And she just joined our membership.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe.
Thanks for joining our membership, and happy birthday. I hope you have a good one. 60's good. My mom loved her 60s, and then she's in her 70s, and now she's all bummed out. She's like, I like 60.
Are we deer hunting this season? I don't know, Chad.
I don't know, because
I'm so busy.
And we don't love the venison, and I don't want your venison recipes. No, I'm just joking. I've tried it so many different ways. I tried to soak it. I tried to mask it with sauces. The jerky was pretty good, but cooked venison to me,
Too gamey for Melissa.
I want to love it so bad, and it just can't get there. We do have some backstrap, and I was like, maybe if we wrapped it in bacon, but I feel like if you have to mask the flavor, you just don't like it.
That's the solution to everything that tastes bad.
Elk is the way to go.
Wrapped in bacon.
I agree.
Yeah, we have a lot of elk around here. I'd love to bag an elk.
And I like the taste of elk.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
I'd like to go on some hunting adventures at some point here. That's again, it's really the kinds of things that we moved out here for. It's just we've been so busy that all the recreational stuff kind of falls to the wayside.
Right. Yeah.
$5 super chat from Michael Smith saying, "For Paula's babysitting duties up you two, LOL."
Oh man, yeah.
There you go, Paula.
We need to get Paula a coffee.
We owe Paula big time. We got a $50 super chat from Lorena W saying, "Love y'all more."
Thank you.
Always. Thank you.
Thank you. She always writes that in every comment, and I love that. That always makes me smile.
Let's see, what are we doing for Halloween this year?
I don't know. I think trick or treating's canceled again. I'm not really sure. I haven't heard any mention of it, and with all the stuff still up and going, especially in the area.
How about Scarywood?
So we do have an amusement park out here, and they put on a whole thing called Scarywood. It's Silverwood is our amusement park, and so we're kind of hoping to bring the kids to that. I think that would be really fun. So we need to order some tickets, and they said it can be a little scary for kids because everyone dresses up in costumes and like jumps out, and they do big haunted houses. So hopefully we can make that happen.
Okay, Margaret Raywolf is saying, "I just ordered and sent to Melissa Souza. If you click on it, it says Bonner's Ferry, but address is not there for privacy.
Right.
No problem doing it."
Right, yeah, it's not going to show you the address. Perfect, that's exactly what you do. It says Melissa Souza, Bonners Ferry, Idaho. If you click that, it will send it to us. But our address, our home address is not going to be public. So yeah, you did it right. Thank you very much. Thank you for confirming that it works. I started to kind of panic for a second, like, oh.
Melissa knows her horses, is what somebody else said.
Aw.
Let's see.
Thanks.
Quebec Homestead says, I'm going to send you some good old Canadian snacks in my next send out.
Yeah.
Now that you have your taste buds back.
That'd be
Melissa
great.
loves Canadian snacks.
I love Canadian snacks. So you probably already know this, my dad's family is all from Alberta. They're from Calgary. And we used to go all the time, like many times a year, and we'd stay forever with cousins and everything. And they had the best candy bars and the best cereal. They had cereal that looked like the big round rolls of straw, and they don't even taste good. We just like it.
Round bales?
Yeah, they look like a round bale.
It's like shredded wheat?
Yeah, it's shredded wheat, but it's a big round circle, and you put one in a bowl, and you pour milk around it, and then you crunch it up. It had no flavor. We loved it.
Shredded wheat is gross.
No,
Was it like
not
frosted?
when it's just a big bale of hay in your milk.
Hmm.
It's Canadian. You don't understand.
I don't understand. There's another
Hey,
question.
Ariel says she's in Calgary. So, my grandpa was Alex Monroe, and he has an elementary school named after him. Alex Monroe Elementary is my grandfather. He was Mr. Gardner. He was the head of the Parks Department.
It's Ron Swanson,
Yeah.
basically. He's a
And he
Canadian
had
Ron
about that
Swanson.
personality.
Doug Mather as saying, weird question, what's the size of our cargo trailer? It's an 18-foot cargo trailer, fully enclosed, and I think it's 18 by 7.
And that's going to fit a lot of toys.
A lot of toys.
A lot
We'll
of
see.
toys, guys. Gotta
We'd
fill
love
it.
to be able to fill it up.
Gotta fill it.
Melissa, do you sing the theme songs on your videos?
Mm.
We love your voice,
Oh.
love your videos.
No,
I
it's
love
not
your
me.
beautiful voices.
Oh, well, I'm glad you like my talking voice. You do not want to hear my singing
It's
voice.
true.
Um,
Trust me, nobody wants to hear that.
I've never thought that I had a good voice.
That's good, because that would be incorrect.
No, not singing. I meant talking.
Talking, you have a great voice. What are you talking about?
Not really.
Yeah.
I always felt I was a bit nasally, and I have a list because I had a pretty severe speech impediment growing up.
No, here's a fun fact for you. Melissa was basically born deaf.
Yes.
I know that doesn't really make sense.
I still speak like that a little bit.
So when she was younger, she couldn't hear, and nobody knew it.
Right. They didn't really understand it. They thought I had a severe speech impediment, and then it was my kindergarten teacher that said, I don't think she hears. And so my parents would go behind me and like call me and whisper in my ear, and I wouldn't respond. They were like, oh my gosh, this child can't hear. So it turned out that I actually had collapsed eardrums. I didn't develop the necessary what am I trying to say? Cartilage to keep the canal open. And so I had different kind of like mesh things to help with that. But then that worked pretty well. But then I had my eardrums rupture twice. And so now I have a bunch of scar tissue. So I'm pretty much nothing. Over here, nothing. But I can't injure this side of my head, and my hair just won't lay right.
That's my good ear.
This is the only ear I can really hear on, and I feel like it doesn't affect my speech.
So Melissa, when she was young, because of that, she used to refer to herself as Mahiha.
Mahiha.
And so her,
Sounds
instead
like a
of
horse.
Melissa.
So my dad still calls me
Yeah,
that.
so her dad still calls her that, and I'll call her that occasionally, just kind of give her a hard time.
Because I mostly read the lips, and apparently Melissa looked like Mahiha. So people would ask my name, I would say it's...
So whenever I say something and she doesn't hear me or she misunderstands me, I always go, Mahiha!
You do not know. That would get you an uppercut. No, I'm just joking.
All right, let's get caught once again. Kathy Reed with a $5 super chat. There is no comment with that. But thank you for the super chat. People are saying, yeah, try venison jerky, moose, and elk better.
Yes.
We do have moose here, but
Get us some moose.
they're not plentiful. Not like the elk. We do have a lot of elk here.
Yeah.
So again, I'd like to get an elk at some point.
Yeah.
We got a $50 super chat from Kathy Reed. Again, no comment with that. But thank you for the super chat. Big super chat. We'll see you, Michael Smith. Thanks for stopping by. And I think I'm scrolled back down to
Kathy says, hello from Sydney, Australia. 3-month lockdown has been more
Nice.
bearable with watching your videos.
I heard
Thank
Australia is
you.
crazy. Maybe that's why we have so many Australian viewers, is because of the lockdown. There's like they do not fool around
No.
at all.
Well, you guys have been awesome on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're really been getting into the YouTube channel.
Thanks, and sorry that's the case.
Yeah.
I saw something where like a lot of the Australian folks are just very frustrated, like the law enforcement or
Yeah.
military, like they're not playing there. They're
Really?
like taking people into custody for being
Holy
out on the
cow.
street. It's crazy. Meanwhile, life here is like normal.
It
Literally.
says for me to do my olive oil voice.
You're all over. Oh no.
God. I love Papa.
Yeah, you do that well.
It's good. I look like
Okay, do we want to review it again? How far into this are we? About almost an hour. Give it a few more minutes.
Yep.
There's still people asking what the announcement was, so I don't know if we should
Okay.
review.
Okay. Let's quickly review. So for the month of October and November, we are doing a massive toy drive fundraiser for Shriners Children's Hospital and our Pediatric Cancer Association here in Spokane, Washington. So, well, not here. We're not in Spokane, but it's our closest
Metropolitan area.
Yes. So we will be, we are doing a Amazon wish list with all the items that both hospitals have requested. And you can go to our video description. There's an Amazon wish list. You can go there and shop and it will ship it directly to us. Our hope is to fill our big white cargo trailer with all the toys. And then at the end of November, probably right before Thanksgiving, we will be driving that over, splitting the stuff between the two hospitals. And then we are also doing a Shave the Beard for Bucks fundraiser. So the Cancer Association is very short funded this year, and we want to raise a lump sum of money that we can donate so that they can use it however they need it. I know that they really need some support staff and some counseling for the families there. So we are going to raise as much money as we can via PayPal. And that is also linked down below. Just put beard and your name and any message you want to do, and we'll read those live. And then Jeremy will be shaving live in November, right before we donate everything.
And when that happens, we'll come up with a goal amount that we're going to try to reach on that live. And then, yep, like Melissa said, the beard
Yep.
comes off live. So that's kind of our big announcement.
Yep.
We're starting with that. We're getting it started. Thank you, Paula, for putting
Thank
a
you,
PayPal
Paula.
link on there. And we will keep track of all of that starting now, guys. So.
Yep. Okay, Virginia's asking, how are the new horses doing? So we were just riding today. Lexon is a lot of horse. I love him. He is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Like, I just like to watch him. He's being a little bit stubborn.
When he's inside the fence.
When he's inside the fence. So I'm trying to work, Lexon and I are trying to get to know each other. I don't know if he's ever had a female rider, but I told Jeremy today, I feel like he does not respect me. So I love him, and I know we're going to have that breakthrough moment, and it's going to be amazing. Coda is the world's sweetest creature. I don't know. There's just something. I saw Coda a long time ago on the Route 66, and I was like, what a cute, sweet little horse. Wish we could have horses. And then he went over to Tin Barn Farm, and I started watching him on there. And then the Tin Barn Farm reached out to us and were like, let's try to get you guys some horses, because Kira had mentioned she really wanted some. So I went on there and I saw Coda was still around. His name was Frank over there. And I just had to have him. And then they sent him back to Route 66. And I'm like, no, get him back. I have to have that little horse. There's just something special about him. And there really, really is. Like, I'm so glad that we have him because, he gives hugs. He's amazing. If you go out there, he lays his shoulder on, or his head on your shoulder, and then he just exhales, and he puts all his weight on you, and he just melts into you. And he gives kisses, and he follows you everywhere, and he snickers.
We
And
haven't had him that long, and Melissa said that Coda may be her
Coda may be my
favorite
horse that I've ever owned. And I got him for the kids, but he has this just massive heart. Like, there's just something special in that little horse's spirit that I don't even know what it is, but I am in love with him. And then Lexon, I am so determined to win him over. He is going to love me. Coda already loves everybody. Coda loves everybody. You go out there and he's like, love you, love you, love you, hugs. And Lexon's like, earn it.
Yeah.
And so there's a little challenge in there.
A little
So
bit of arrogance. Dare I say arrogance?
I think
Maybe.
Lexon thinks he's something. He's like, I'm a fancy horse.
Okay, playlist is the name of this user asking a good question. Why donate to us instead of directly sending it to hospitals? You don't have to give it to us.
Yeah.
In fact, last time we did this, we just encourage folks if that's not something you're comfortable with, maybe
Yep.
just find a cause of your own to donate to.
Great.
We're just trying to we're just trying to do something nice to folks that deserve it. And that's really all it is. And again, if you're not comfortable with doing that through us, please feel zero pressure. And if you do want to donate directly to those hospitals, I would encourage you to do so.
Yeah,
It doesn't have to be the ones here. Just find something.
I mean, you don't have to give to the cause that we pick. I just encourage everyone to give. This is a sensitive time of year, and
especially these past couple of years.
Yeah, last year was for the adoptive families. Like maybe what we used to do before YouTube is we used to adopt a family every year, and it became a big thing. And we would go on Christmas Eve and we would surprise.
Oh, we
a
did the
local
shelter
family.
one year too.
Oh yeah, we did a women's shelter once where women that were basically hiding out, that came from really bad situations, or women that had been trafficked. Either way, they could go there and they could keep their children with them, and they were safe and they were protected. And so one year we did the women's shelter, and that was really an interesting experience. I think if you could maybe seek one out in your area, because when we showed up on Christmas, they didn't have anything. And I mean, they didn't have anything. And I don't think, because it is kind of a secretive thing, and so we had to find out like where this place was and figure out how many kids they had. But on Christmas, like these women didn't have gifts for their kids. And so all we said was, Santa took a wrong turn, and we're Santa's elves, and all this stuff was for you guys. And the moms all cried because
There's a short joke in there somewhere.
Jeremy's an elf. But like, it's really interesting if you can find these little places that people privately run, because they don't have any support and they don't have any government funds, or nobody knows about them. And a lot of these women, they're not able to work. They're not even able to go out in public. They're in hiding. And that was just a really interesting, eye-opening experience. So yeah, it doesn't have to be this.
No.
Like, don't feel any pressure.
Nope. Melissa, I think your narrative at the end of each video, each of your videos is moving. Your narrative is a gift. You should think about writing.
Thank you. Well, I wanted to be a writer when I was younger. I, for some reason, started thinking that I was not a very good writer, and I let insecurity and doubt I think I had a teacher that told me I was not a strong writer, and then I stopped writing after that. So
No, you weren't a strong listener, is what it was. No, you
stop. Anyway, I let somebody discourage me from writing, and so it is kind of fun to be back to writing. And I like to sum up our videos and let you guys know that even though we do joke around a lot and we are silly a lot, we do take this very seriously. So I like that we can kind of wrap it up.
No, it's cool. It's like a video journal of everything we're doing out here. You know, the way Melissa wraps everything up. It just kind of, I don't know, it makes me emotional a lot of times. When I listen to it, she shows it to me. Because, yeah, it is a big deal what we're doing out here for us in our life. You know, this is mighty ambitious. It was mighty ambitious of us to take this on. There was a lot of risk that was involved, and a lot of fear coming into it. And to see things taking shape after years and years of talking about it and dreaming about it, it's just, it's overwhelming at times. And especially when I listen to her kind of wrap up these episodes, I'm like, this gets to me. Good job, Mama.
Right now?
Not right now, because I'm not listening to it, but you do a great job, Melissa. You really do. We get a lot of comments on those closings, and I think Melissa just does an outstanding, knocks it out of the ballpark job with it.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Very well done.
Just talking, I guess.
It's not just talking about it. You're tapping into something, and it's hard to articulate these thoughts and emotions in words. It is. I couldn't do it. William Arrington with a $10 super chat saying, #1 fan with dancing pear thingy.
I love the dancing pear.
Thank you for that. Mark Shepard with a $5 super chat. How about don't shave the beard fun? The greater fun total of the two wins.
So a couple of people have suggested that. Jeremy's the one that shot that idea down.
Yeah, I just feel like if we're asking people to give, that I need to give and sacrifice something in the process. It doesn't feel right to me to be like, hey folks, thanks to all of you who gave, status quo. We're just gonna keep on going. You know what I mean? Like there needs to be some kind of a payoff, and I feel like without getting rid of the beard, I don't know. I just kind of feel like it'd be a letdown. I like the idea. I just don't know that it would come across.
Like if you're like, I guess I'm not shaving.
Yeah, like there should be something that we're giving up as well.
Right.
Even though we are adding to, like we're gonna donate as well financially, monetarily. But as far as making this fun, I feel like the beard and incorporating the beard has got to go. I can't hold on.
Gotta
to it.
go.
I feel bad. Wouldn't feel right.
Okay, I read a funny comment.
Go
Sharna
ahead.
said that it's 3 a.m. where she is, and she has to go to bed before her husband buys single beds. So you're maybe
Before husband what?
buy single beds. If you're in the UK, like every UK show I watch, you guys already sleep in separate beds because like you're super proper.
I mean, we're not trying to ruin marriages. That's not what we're,
Good night, and thank you for tuning in all the way until 3 a.m.
Yeah, thank you. Really appreciate it. For you folks,
Rigidness is the happy dances.
That was good. There you go.
Good.
Make up for it.
Good dances.
Larry Chapman is an architect. I wonder if any of your residential construction is subject to inspection. Electrical, plumbing, structural, question mark?
It's optional.
We do what we want.
We do what we want. So it's really funny because, we do have a few inspections. We have septic, plumbing, and electrical.
That's it.
And that's it. So
That's at the state level in Idaho.
Yes.
Technically, in our county, there
We
are
have
no
none.
building codes.
Yeah.
No inspections, no nothing.
So it's not really enforced out here because Boundary County, where we live, doesn't care and they don't want codes. So they tried to actually fight to have no codes, but the state said, no, we need septic, electric, plumbing. Those are safety concerns, and homeowners insurance also requires them. So if you do plan on having insurance, which we do, you have to have those inspections done.
And people are very passionate about making sure we never have building codes here.
Yes. So we will never, well, who knows what the future will bring. But for now, we have there's no framing inspections, no insulation inspections, no drywall inspection, none of that. So we've already had our septic installed, inspected, passed. Our rough and plumbing has just passed inspection. We're good to go there. And then our electrical is going in right now, and I'm sure we will have no problems there either. Our inspectors are probably the most casual guys in the whole world. Mm-hmm. The plumbing guy was like, I was surprised to be called out here. Like, nobody gets inspections or permits out here. It's like they just build. And he didn't even care.
Everybody we know who's building right now is just like, no.
Yeah, we don't call it. Why would you call an inspector? Because you can't really get in trouble out here. I mean, maybe, but they don't.
You need to have it done for insurance purposes, though. At least that's how we felt. It's a lot of money.
We are investing our life into this house, and I definitely want to insure it.
Not taking a risk with that.
Yeah, so we're doing everything by the book. Also, we are on YouTube, and both inspectors know that. So if we were to do stuff, they'd be like, you didn't have that inspected.
Teresa Walter saying, I love your videos. What's next after the house is done? Oh, well, we still have lots to do in the house, so. But once that's done, we will continue with our property development. We were planning on building a garage, probably a detached garage right next to the house. Not really sure yet. We might just make it like an addition, and we want to put an additional living space over that garage, just so that we have a number of options for our kids if they need some kind of transitional housing, or if they decide to come back, or just guest space.
Jeremy, you know that by having the tiny home here and by having an apartment above our garage, our children are going to be like,
I'm not leaving. That's Melissa's hope.
It's my hope in a way, but then if they become 24.
No, we've told them hey, you can stay here as long as you want, so long as you're doing something to build a life for yourself. You're not just gonna mooch off of us and live like a teenager into your 20s. That is not gonna happen.
I will literally
they know that.
tase you. That's not happening. I'm not gonna have slothy children. So we do want to provide them options, even when you're 17. I think it's really cool to be able to move into a little apartment and kind of learn how to cook for yourself. Yep. Yeah, it's good to gain that independence before you go out.
Where was a question from Mallory at Quebec Homestead was asking what's our favorite video of the videos that we put
out? Ours?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. I would say my very favorite video is Eli's birthday.
Eli's birthday?
Or maybe our move here.
I was going to say our move here. It's not because it's a good video. In fact, it's not a great video as far as the editing and all that, because we're still in the process currently of learning how to do all that. I just think it was so important for us to document that change. Kind of like I said a few minutes ago here, it was just such a big dramatic change for us, and so to have that documented is cool. That we can always refer back to that and look at it and remind ourselves how we felt in that moment.
The move here, because we weren't very experienced YouTubers. It's not edited particularly well or anything like that. It's just really raw, and it just was what it was and how we were feeling. And Yeah, that's a really interesting thing to have documented, because I think even now, just 18 months later, I would have forgotten all of that.
We were talking about that when we were watching some of the older videos, and it brought back such a flood of all the thoughts, feelings, and emotions that I had at the time. And I told Melissa, so I came out here maybe a week or two before we actually moved here to drop off our trailer, our camp trailer, which we were living in, and I was, where we lived, there's no internet reception or anything like that, so I was left by myself in the trailer. The weather wasn't great, with just my thoughts.
Right.
And the fear that I was feeling in that time, I mean, I told her, like, I had this internal dialogue of like, what are you doing? Why are you quitting your career, your stable career that you've poured yourself into for the last 13 years, and you're going to drag your family out here to an empty field? There was nothing here, and you're going to live here, and this is what you're going to do now? Are you crazy? Like, I lived with that fear for weeks and weeks.
Yeah.
And so to go back and watch that and then see how far we've come since, it's really interesting.
Yeah, it's been a really interesting journey. I mean, even a year ago, what we didn't have here.
Yeah, we've only been here 17 months. And,
Yeah.
and you know, we step back sometimes and look at everything we've done. We've been busy in that time, but we've accomplished a lot.
Yeah,
we really have.
but
So,
we've just been grinding the whole time.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
Busy.
Yep.
So anyway, did we tie down the horse shelter? No, we did not tie it down. There are stakes,
Yep.
anchor stakes that come with it that get screwed into the ground, and you connect the structure to that. We had a lot of questions on that too.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't want that sailing away.
Hey, Carla Baca, how's it going?
Hi, Carla.
Welcome in. Do we watch Trent and Allie again? Yes, well, we know of them. Melissa's watched some of them. Melissa's
I
talked
watched
to
I
Allie.
watched quite a bit of them.
Yes, we are familiar with Trent and
I
Allie.
think it's funny. So many people bring that up.
I think we literally have the same audience. Not even kidding.
I feel
think
like we have the same
the
audience.
same people that watch us watch them.
I feel like Trent and Allie should come visit us.
I'm
Trent and Allie,
telling
come
you.
on out. Come
Melissa's
on outside.
invited you. It's on you.
I
Your
like.
move.
Okay, I don't know very much about Trent, but I've talked to Allie a little bit, and I just think that they're super sweet. So
Yeah, it's great. I'm glad that they are friendly.
they
And,
are super friendly. I like them a lot. I like their energy. I'm really excited about the baby because I like babies.
Not everyone on YouTube is friendly, so I'm glad that they are. And
They are.
kind of like I said, talking to the 9-5 to Life Off-Grid and Quebec Homestead, folks like that. There's a lot of like weird competitiveness and stuff that comes
So
into
unnecessary.
YouTube, and I don't get it,
Mm-hmm.
especially with some of these folks. That's all I'll say. But it's weird.
Yeah.
It's interesting. So it's always nice that someone's willing to be friendly and cordial and all that.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, it's really nice. It's nice to just be able to chat with other YouTubers and not have anything like weird or competitive. And I mean, anytime that I've ever talked to Trent and Allie, another super nice couple that I have talked to that I really enjoy is Simple Living Alaska. I've talked to Ariel quite a few times, and I'm just super sweet.
Yeah, it's great.
Super just normal, down to earth.
Yes.
Yeah, really enjoy them.
And
too.
others, Melissa, who? No, I'm just joking.
Those are the ones
Anyway,
I talk to.
YouTube's like life, right? You have some people that just are more friendly and outgoing than others. So, yeah. Let's see. I'm all distracted.
Oh, when are we putting the doors on the horse shelter? So I don't know. We're so focused now on siding and getting the house right in.
Yeah.
We've got to get that done. The horses, the reason we didn't put the doors on right away is because we needed the horses to go in. And if there's tiny little doors on there, they're going to be less likely to venture into an unknown space. So we left it really nice and open. They love their shelter. They go in there all the time, but only when it's sunny. They go in there to get out of so they know that they can go in, but the rain doesn't seem to bug them.
Okay, I've got some big super chats to get to here.
Okay.
Lorna Smith, $10 saying, enjoy your channel.
Thank you, Lorna.
Thank you, Lorna. And then we got a $200 super
Holy
chat
cow, what?
from Deborah Wood saying, keep on doing your good things.
Oh my gosh, Deborah,
Also
thank you.
important. Use this for a treat for the horses and your goodwill donations. Love,
Aw, thank
Grandma
you.
Deborah and Grandpa Brad. Thank you so much, Deborah.
We
That's
definitely
a
will. Thank you.
massive super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Still scrolling down, we've got DQ, who's a channel member for 2 months, first level member, saying, hey, love you guys. Thanks, DQ.
Thank you.
Your name reminds me of Dairy Queen.
Oh, that sounds
And
delicious.
Was it Frosties?
Cookie dough blizzard.
Blizzards, not Frosties. Who has a Frosties? That's a Wendy's.
No.
No,
Cookie dough blizzard.
DQ's where it's at.
They have the best ice cream cakes.
Love your narrations. That's from Amy Cagle, who's
Thank
also a channel
you.
member of 3 months, first level member.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Dane Bonzal saying, hi, I'm from the Philippines. I just like your family and being husband and wife. You're both good, sweet, amazing. Plus the fact I love how you build your house together, how I wish someday we can. Cool.
I hope you guys do.
Thank you. Kind of you to say. Thank you. So how does Audrey get a membership on her iPad?
Okay,
That's
so
Audrey asking.
there are, do you speak in the third person, right? So there's some times on people's phones or on their devices that they don't see it.
On Apple devices?
On certain Apple devices, maybe you don't see the join. So if you go onto a different device, you'll see the subscribe button. Make sure you hit that. And then, super dorky, sorry, that was dumb. And then right next to that is the join button. If you hit the join button, that joins our membership. So for our members, we do a members only live. They're definitely a lot less busy. And so we're able to actually see all the questions and everything like that. The members lives are really fun. We do those once a month. And then we do a lot of member live or members only sneak peeks. Like if we're working on something, they kind of see it a little bit before it posts. And then the members oftentimes will name our animals. And like even for naming the horses, we picked a few names here as a family, and then we did a poll, and then the winning names became the horses' names. So it's just little things like
Also,
that.
if you guys want another option, we have our Facebook page going, and I know a lot of folks kind of are separate on the platforms as far as YouTube and Facebook, but there's a lot of, not behind the scenes stuff, but just bonus stuff that gets posted to the
photos
Facebook
and
page.
things like that we post to Facebook.
So under the same name, Good Simple Living, if you want to find us there, again, never any pressure, but if you're interested.
Yeah.
As a builder myself, you seem to be doing everything right. Ooh, what a relief. I was
Ooh,
worried there for a
that's
second. Australia's got many codes, depending on what you are doing and what state you're in. Well, cool. Thanks. Yeah, not everything's being done totally correct. I mean, I've made so many mistakes throughout this process.
You have?
Yeah, no, but a lot of folks will point stuff out and I'll go back and fix it, or I'm trying to think of like the shark bite fittings right on our pets,
Yeah, that was
stuff like
bad.
that when we did the plumbing in here. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not afraid to say it.
Yeah.
It's true.
Hector wants to know if our house has a basement. Our house does not have a full basement. Basements don't fare well here because we have clay soil, and when it gets really waterlogged in the fall, and then it freezes and it heaves. So a lot of basements end up leaking and cracking, and we were advised not to go that route. So instead we did a 4-foot or 4.5-foot crawl space. So
Melissa stands up
Jeremy
this time.
can stand up just
does
fine
cartwheels
now.
down there. It's great.
Jeremy can stand just right up like, ooh, look at me.
No, we went as deep as we could afford
Mm-hmm.
at the time. So
Yep.
if we had gone 5 feet, we were like,
We spent like all our money on that foundation at the time.
Yeah. So I'm glad we did though, because it's actually nice to be able to get work done down there. And I can stand up with the joist. If I stand between the joists, I'm hunched down, but I can stand.
Anyone that comes to work on the house, like our plumber, just absolutely
Loves it.
loved it. He's like, oh, I don't have to go on my hands and knees, thank goodness.
Yeah, it is nice.
Yeah.
It's just nice for like storage space. It will be anyway.
Yeah.
Watching from the Philippines. Let's see.
There was like a member comment that it was single dad homestead, you missed it.
Single dad homestead.
Oh.
DQ with a $9.99 super chat. Thank you for that.
Thank you. I
Here,
want
trying to find it. I
blizzards.
can't. I'm again.
Wait, no.
That's Paula. Paula Wells with $5 super chat saying, "Oh, I told you so again. I knew you were doing the right thing at that time."
Thanks, Paula. Always been supportive from the beginning. When we doubted ourselves, Paula's like, no, you got this.
I've just fallen way behind is what it is.
Oh.
Brian Gorski with
Hey,
a
Brian.
comment saying he was a channel member for 14 months saying, "Congrats on overcoming your fears, guys. Thank you."
And congrats on overcoming yours.
That's been
Gorski.
huge. Terry Aguirre, $3.99 super chat with a little emoji thingy. Thank you for that. I'm going to keep scrolling. Single dad homesteading, there
There
it
he
is.
is,
Am I on the bad list or good list for tubers? Oh, you're on the good list.
I think you're on the good
For
list.
sure.
I mean, you're on our good list. I don't know. We don't have a bad list. But yeah, no.
We just have a noted
We
list.
think noted.
Not bad.
Jeremy has a noted list.
Noted.
He's like,
Mental
oh yeah,
note.
oh yeah, noted.
No, I think honestly, I think as far as all the drama goes, I think it's silly. It is.
It's stupid
It's
and unnecessary.
crazy.
Yeah.
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 Oh, I gotta bite my tongue. Ooh, not gonna go there.
Yes, please bite your tongue.
Love your channel. Question: will you be planting any maple trees close to the house, or any tree? We'll have some trees around. So right around the house, we have our leach field for the septic, so we can't really plant any trees there. I don't want anything right on top of the house. There is one spot where you come to the end of the driveway and things kind of open up, You can go right to the pole barn or left of the house. I want to plant a tree somewhere in that area, something real decorative, a deciduous tree that'll give us color during different times of the year. But we'll see. I haven't narrowed it down yet. I don't know exactly what we're going to plant.
Bradley, do not say your sister is not slender. Your sister is slender.
What?
Brad, he wrote, introduce my sister to your channel, and she saw you had 4 kids, and she's jealous because you're slender, and she's not. That's why I said Bradley.
4
Like,
kids or 3
I'm the
kids?
mother. I have 4 kids. Nevaeh is not my stepdaughter, although there was some Reddit thread or Facebook thread claiming that she was my stepdaughter and that it is so kind that I accept her and that it's very nice that Nevaeh accepts me, which I would hope so, because she wasn't a super small baby to give birth to.
All right, did we plant a fruit orchard? And that's from Scott. Yes, we did. We have, 9 trees in currently? Not 9 or 10?
I don't know.
We're going to add to it. It's not a huge space, but yeah, we've got cherry, apple, plum, peach,
Japanese pear,
Japanese pears, and
which
then
is
we're
like
going
an
to
apple
add.
pear.
We're going to add another plum tree next year. We just have to track one down. We should probably start doing that already.
We should probably do that.
Um,
And we need to get our garlic planted.
Yes, for the fall. Did we
Yes.
look at the stamped concrete effect on our front porch? Are we considering that? I think.
Oh yeah, yes, absolutely, 100%. We will stain and stamp it. It's not going to be like gray patio. That's definitely not what we're going for. So yes, that is our plan. We've already got the guy. Not quite sure when we're going to do that yet, but we will. How are the riding lessons going, Jeremy?
Going well. I've loped briefly on a couple of occasions,
Accidentally.
unintentionally, but it still counts. No, but I'm very comfortable with trotting. I've familiarized myself
On Coda.
on Coda. Lexington's trot is really rough. And a lot of people are saying that I shouldn't be riding Coda. Speak on it.
Okay, so Coda is about 800 pounds, and
And
Jeremy is not actually.
I'm like 170 pounds, 175 pounds.
So technically, he's like a few pounds over that 20% rule, but he's also a very young horse, and he carries Jeremy no problem at all.
Yeah.
So
I was
Jeremy's
just
not
riding
going to be riding him for like 2 hours or even an hour. He just rides him a little bit just to gain confidence. If Coda looked like he was hurting or walking funny or anything like that, obviously we wouldn't have Jeremy on him, but he's not too big for him. And Coda is not actually a pony. He is a Mustang horse.
Yeah, he's a horse.
He's 2.5 years old, so he's very young.
Yep.
He's going to be getting bigger and stronger. I don't know if he'll get too much taller. Mustangs tend to be pretty short. He's 14'1", and that's definitely on the short side. But he's going to fill out a lot. And when Route 66 rescued him and then Tin Barn Farm took him on, he was basically emaciated. He had so many worms and he was totally underweight. So he looks really small, but he'll get bigger. He's still growing.
I'm a big fan of Manny the sheep. I look forward to seeing his cute little fur face. You'll love the shot Melissa grabbed of him in this next video. It's right in the beginning.
Oh,
So you'll see it.
his Yoda ears?
Yeah, it's a funny shot. He's got a lot of personality too.
Manny has a huge personality. Yeah, he's super naughty though.
Kylie Smallwood, welcome to First Level Member Support. Thanks for
Thank
joining.
you, Kylie. My niece's name is Kylie.
Are we both Virgos? What's your sign? I don't know what your sign is.
You don't know my sign is?
I'm a Leo.
You're
a Taurus.
Yeah.
You're what? You're a
I'm
Manny.
stubborn.
We're both stubborn.
Oh, you have no idea.
Somebody that a few folks have actually asked about insulation. What our plans are for insulation if we're going to be insulating the floor.
What do you got going on down there?
Little yoga pose.
What are you
No, I'm
doing?
stretching out. I can't sit.
Why are your socks half off?
Ah, my legs don't bend like that.
I don't know what's
Dang.
happening.
Insulation. What are we doing?
We're putting insulation.
We will be insulating the floor. We're going to be using fiberglass bats. Is kind of what we're thinking for
Yeah,
that.
that'll be the easiest. way to do
No
it.
spray foam or anything.
Not down there.
Yeah, that's what we're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
COVID is, we've moved on from the COVID. Oh, and thank you for asking. We're all feeling much better, pretty much back to normal this one.
Yeah.
Put all of our weight back on. I lost a lot of weight. Well,
You
like
gained
good
it
10,
right
12
back.
pounds.
Just showing you.
No, I think I have actually. I think I
Really?
put it back on. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
So it was nice while it
All
lasted.
them granola bars.
I looked gaunt though. I was like too skinny.
Well, I think it was more than just weight loss. I think it was just being sick.
No, I barely ate for like 4 straight days. In the middle of it, I barely ate anything.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Yeah.
I was like forcing myself to try to eat.
Will you be covering up the roof beams in the great room? Yeah, our plan is to do tongue and groove up there, but not like the thin pine tongue and groove like we did for the soffits. I would like to do something bigger and beefier and maybe more distressed looking I would love to do kind of like a barnwood, different colored. We gotta play around with ideas.
Yeah, it'll all be cured.
Yeah.
Or covered, excuse me.
It'll be cured
Well,
like,
'cause I read
like a
this.
fine meat.
I just read Country Road Cure. Hello, your house is so far is amazing. Great job. And that is from the
thank
Country
you.
Road Cure. Thank you for that.
There's that cure word in there.
Christine French, is it Fresh? How
What?
did we find our property? Love your channel. How did we find the property?
On Facebook, Jeremy actually found it.
Yeah, we relentlessly did property searches. I mean, it was like the first thing I would do every day is I'd hop online and I'd try to find properties that we might be interested in. And when I did find some, I would come out by myself, look the properties over and get back to Melissa. And I was making like 24-hour turnarounds. I was driving down here, looking at properties, sleeping in the car, waking up, driving back. I found this particular property on Facebook. We bought it from our neighbor. He actually owned the property at one point. So came out here to look at a number of properties. It was all of us that time. We drove out here. We almost didn't come look at it.
We almost didn't. We thought it was a little too far.
It was late in the day and it was far. We were tired, but we fortunately came out.
And we were discouraged because we had looked at 3 or 4 properties that day and none of them looked like the pictures. And I'm like, this isn't going to look like the pictures either. I don't know.
And the pictures looked amazing because it's a beautiful area. So we came out and we absolutely loved it. Got back in the car, started driving back to the hotel, and I looked at Melissa. It was like the first private moment we had. I'm like, this is the property.
Yeah, it was just
like,
it.
This is
it
the
was
one.
the one, yeah.
And so, fortunately, everything worked out. We were able to purchase it, and here we are. That's how we found it. Whoa, my phone died.
People are talking about what child looks the most like us, or what child looks the most like me. Some people
Like
said
you?
Kira, and then someone else said Eli.
I'd say Eli.
I think Eli, color-wise and everything, looks the
Yeah,
most
he's
like
just
me.
more fair.
Jeremy ran out of color.
They all look like me, though. Really, they do.
He
In the
thinks
face.
that all the children look just like him.
If you take any one of our kids and you just like clip out their face, it looks exactly.
But
like
our kids'
my
faces
kid.
look different. There's features, but some of the children do look like me. I did
No,
in
there's
fact
certain
think
parts
that.
of it, like a lot of their expressions and stuff, take after you. But as far as their like features, I got
looks
strong
like me a lot.
genes. I got strong genes, mama.
Kira looks like me a lot, and Eli looks like me a lot. Kaimani looks nothing like me. Kaimani is Jeremy's twin. When Jeremy was a little boy, he looked exactly like Kaimani. Is it like watching yourself as a child?
Yeah. Seriously, he's a.
And then Nevaeh pretty much looks like Jeremy with a wig on.
Yep.
But then it started to go in my direction.
Was it hard for the kids to adjust to the new place being far away from the city?
No.
Nope.
Because we didn't live in the city ever.
Uh-uh.
In Battleground, Washington, where we lived, it was still pretty rural.
Hey, you guys want to come out?
We only lived on an acre out there, but it was still rural. And then everyone around us had 20 acres and cows and farms.
People can hear you giggling.
We always homeschooled from the very beginning. Nevaeh's been homeschooled since she was 5 years old.
Okay, this question is actually for you guys. Was it hard to transition moving here? Was it weird?
Only like the living situation.
Yeah, the living situation makes
Like
sense.
moving into the trailer.
The trailer, yeah.
Aside from that, no. Not really.
So there you go.
Trailer wasn't great. That was a hard. Oh, there he is. Hey, Spanx.
Was it hard, Kira?
No.
No. In fact, do you guys have more fun out here than you
Yeah.
do? Yeah. Why?
Just more entertaining.
More entertaining.
Okay, who do they look like?
They have a lot more fun and recreational things to do out here. And so I was telling Melissa, we were wrapping things up. I think it was a few days ago. Kind of cleaning up after working all day, and the kids were running around playing tag and hide and go seek, and it was just like one of those moments where like this is how it's supposed to be.
Right.
It was nice, it was pure. They didn't have the distractions, and don't get me wrong, they will watch TV or be on a tablet, but it was just nice that they come outside now and they ride horses, right? Or you guys hop on the dune buggy or your bikes, and it's just they live like kids I think are supposed to live, and that's been one of the biggest perks of living out here, I think.
Okay, people are saying
Right.
Kira is Melissa. Kaimani looks like both of us. They look like both of you.
Oh, come on, it just looks like dad.
Kaimani looks exactly like me. Me and Nevaeh in the face, or even body shape, right? Lucky for you.
Yay! That's what she
Yay.
wanted.
You're welcome.
Two youngest look like mom.
Scroll down.
See, Jeremy, some of them look like me.
Certain things, yeah. Certain, like I said, more so their expressions, I think, than their actual looks. But yeah. Okay, you
Kira
guys
and I
can go.
can turn
If you
ourselves
want,
into
just wanna hang out.
thumbs.
Yeah, do the worm face. Both of you.
Do the what?
The worm face.
We've trained Kira, so if a boy comes up to Kira and asks her for her number,
What are you gonna do, Kira?
what do you do, Kira? What have we taught you?
Have a pen.
You make a funny face and you go, have a pen?
So now you never want to go out with her.
Yeah, that's what we taught her.
Homeschool.
Everyone's saying, beautiful family. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Till we turn our faces into thumbs.
Virginia, our property is 20 acres.
Two oldest look like Jeremy, two youngest look like Melissa.
Sure, why not? I'm good with it.
Yeah.
All right, how much time we have left? We have 3,300 folks on here.
Wow.
And we're right at about that 90-minute mark. So I'll tell you what, we're going to start winding this down. And if you guys have any last-minute questions for us or the kids, fire away. Try to maybe put it in bold.
Leia wants to know if we can adopt her. She's only 41.
Sure, come on down.
Do you do dishes, Leia?
I think Nevaeh looks more like Melissa. Brian Lawless. She looks just like me.
Yeah.
But Nevaeh as a child looked like more like me as a child. People
Yeah.
assume that I look like Kira as a kid, and I didn't. I had really curly fuzzy hair. I still have really curly fuzzy hair. I just
Oh, look, Amy Cagle saying, my favorite video is Eli in the dinosaur outfit.
Kira, or I mean Eli, where's your dinosaur outfit, and how come you haven't been a T-Rex lately? Are you?
You don't know?
You need to put your.
Where is it?
It's sitting on the shelf. All you gotta do is press the button, and it turns into a big dinosaur.
So folks are asking for ages. Nevaeh is 15, Kaimani is 11, Kira is 9, and Eli is 6. Soon, no, not soon to be 7. He'll be 7 soon.
Stop saying soon. Not till January.
January, or well, mid-January, he'll be 7. All right, what else we got? Melissa has a beautiful smile for all time from Brian Lloyd.
Is it all my big teeth?
Stop hitting on my wife, Brian. No, she does. I'm real big on like nice smiles and teeth, and yeah, you do. Whoa, you right? You trip?
I was told I had horse teeth.
You taught me and his younger boy and girl look like you. All of the kids. Yep, got that one. Have a great night, everyone. See you, Chad.
Hey, Chad.
When you spent the night in Missoula, who feeds our animals? That was just one
we
night.
did, yeah. We only spent one night in Missoula, so we just fed them right before we left. We went to Missoula.
We
came back in the afternoon.
We overflow feeders. If it's just me one night, we have like things we'll add on to feeders, and
Yeah.
we'll just give them extra food. And if
Yeah.
we're gone for an extended period of time, then we have neighbors that take care of everybody, so it's great.
Have you had your dog since he was a puppy? Yes.
Yep.
We got Kenji when he was 8 weeks old.
Yeah, he was really tiny.
I mean,
little
just itty
ball
bitty
wrinkles.
little guy who threw up right on my foot in the car. Just, oh.
How often do we do these live chats?
We do them once a month, usually right at the end of the month.
And then we do our members only live chats, usually right after these general open live chats.
Usually about a week later.
And so channel members will try to get that in here in the next week
Yep.
or so. Have we ever done a video on how and where we met? No, I've never done a video on that. We brought it up here on these lives a
Yeah.
ton of times. So.
Yep. Yeah, we met at the gym.
At the gym, we're both
Yeah.
Younger and in shape and
Buffer.
working out. And yeah, that's how we
Yeah.
met.
Yeah, you're not supposed to meet people at bars or gyms.
Melissa actually came up to me and gave me her phone number and said we should do something, and so we did.
Lance, I am not 50. No.
Yeah, that was 25 years ago.
I'm going
That
to
was.
kill you if you don't stop saying I'm 50.
51.
Jeremy?
49.
So there's quite a few people that do in fact think I'm 50.
Oh,
and there's
it's
nothing
beautiful.
wrong with being 50.
Except
Don't get
for
me
if you're not
wrong.
50.
But I am not there yet. I am not even close to there yet. So if you could stop telling everybody that I'm 50,
She's 49,
I would
folks.
appreciate it.
This coming May
No,
she'll be 50.
I'm not.
At which point we'll be celebrating half a century of having Melissa here on this earth with
It's
us.
almost like he doesn't like eating dinners. Do you want to eat cereal? The man can't do it.
I don't eat cereal.
You want cereal?
That's what you want for dinner? Cereal?
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
Nevaeh, put the cornbread in.
Come on, man.
Oh.
Come on. All right, thanks. Have a good night. Thank you, guys. Beautiful family magnet. Love
Carla
you guys.
Boss
Thank
wants
you.
to know if we have canning plans. Yes, I'm going to be
Yep.
canning salsa, and I'm hoping to can apples, but I'm still trying to get enough apples from our neighbor.
No, Melissa's 36, right? No, she's not 36 either.
And I'm
She's
not
in
very
between.
tired.
36
I'm-
and 50.
I am not
How old
in
are you?
between. Not like
How
in
old
the
are you?
middle in
Let's put
between.
it out there.
I am 38.
38. We both are.
38.
We're both 38
And
years
so
old.
is Jeremy. I did not rob the cradle. I'm not 50 years
I
old.
like how when you tell people that you're 5'9", that's okay and funny. But if I tell people you're 50, that's a problem.
You tell people you're 6'3".
I am 6'3". Unless anyone can prove otherwise. 6'3". I keep meeting people in person, and it comes up, and they're like, "You're not 6'3", and I'm like, "I know."
Mm-hmm. I met someone in the grocery store, and she's like, "Oh, hi, you're not 5'9", and you have Birkenstocks on with socks." So I was like, "Oh, thank you for pointing that out." And I did, in fact, have Birkenstocks on with socks.
Do we ever have problems with wildlife bothering our livestock? Nope. Not
The
once.
deer have been bothering the horses.
No, they're not bothering
The
them.
horses-
The horses just stare at them.
They start, I'm like, what are these tiny horses? And they're a little afraid of them. But no, we've never actually had a single predator.
No bears,
in the year and a
coyotes,
half.
wolves, nothing.
No, and we've got quite
Knock on
a
wood.
few free range rabbits. They're not supposed to be free range, but they got out and, well, they're free range now. So we've got quite a few rabbits. They've been out. I mean, we've had this brown rabbit that's been out on and off since we moved here. Never an eagle or an owl or anything's ever gotten her. She just saw her today.
All right. I'm trying to see. Do we want to review the fundraiser one last time in case there's some new folks?
Yes,
Quick,
let's
before
review
hopping
it one last time before
Okay.
we hop off.
All right.
So thank you guys so much for joining us. 3,300 people on a Tuesday night is incredible.
On Tuesday.
We love you guys, and hitting 300,000 this week was unreal. We can't believe that that's even possible. So
Yeah,
thank you guys
for
so
that.
much. Our big announcement was that we are going to be using our platform to try to give back, because we understand that this is an incredible opportunity. So our plan through October and November is to do a 2-part fundraiser. We are going to be doing a toy drive, and that is for Shriners Children's Hospital and our Pediatric Cancer Association in Spokane, Washington. So we will be dividing the toys through them. If you would like to donate a toy, you can go to our Amazon wish list, which is in the video description below, and it will be in all of our video descriptions until the end of November. If you add to your cart, you can ship to our address. It won't show our address, it will just say Bonner's Ferry and Melissa Souza. Click on that, it will ship directly to us. Our hope is to fill up our white cargo trailer, and then right before Thanksgiving, we will drive to Spokane. It's, 3 hours from here?
2.5.
And then we will drop off all the toys to the 2 places. We will video that so you guys can see that everything is going to the hospital.
And we'll give you updates along the way.
Yes.
Yes.
And then when I spoke with the pediatric cancer director, she said that they were really, really struggling this year with not only donations, but just keeping support staff and everything for their hospital. So we want to do a fund donation for them. So Jeremy is going to be raising funds via our PayPal. If you want to donate to that, our PayPal is down below. Just write beard, whatever comment you want, and we will be reading those live. And send friends and family, so there's no fee. So all the money goes to the hospital. We are going to set a goal. We don't quite know what that is yet. We'll kind of gauge that as we raise money. But then Jeremy will be shaving his beard live in November. Meow. And then we will be dropping everything off, and we will be bringing a big check to the association for them to use however they
We
want.
actually want to bring a big
We
check.
actually want, when I say that, I mean we actually want to bring a big check.
Yeah, one of those goofy checks.
Yeah. We just want to be goofy.
Obnoxious, as
Yeah.
usual.
That's what we do.
Okay, all right. Thank you guys so much for hopping on here on a Tuesday night. Incredible.
Yes.
Can't believe we had that many folks with us. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you, Paula, once again for
Thank you,
kicking butt
Paula.
on moderation.
Yay, everyone clap for
On
Paula.
the moderating.
You know there's some people out there clapping right now in their beds.
All right, you guys take care. We will see you next time. Channel members will do our members only live here soon.
Yep.
And then for everyone else, we'll see you next time and on the videos.
Yeah, see you guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.
All right, let's see if I can turn it off gracefully this
It's
time.
DX.
Okay,
Every
I
time
did
is a
that.
step
Wait,
one.
are
Now
you
we gotta
sure
hit
you
the
want
okay.
to stop the streaming? Cancel, or if I hit cancel, we can go back to the
No,
live.
hit the okay.
All right,
Do it.
bye guys.
A chimichanga.
Okay.